Right, welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience, and interesting thing happened today. I was on the phone with Pam earlier, and it was like, oh, I gotta go to a opening. And like an opening, I'm like, what opening? She didn't want to tell me, so I was like, oh, you don't want to tell me? All right? She's like, no. I'm like, really? You're not going? I said, you go to a home opening, house opening? What kind of opening are you going to? She wanted to tell me. Like, all right, fine. You know, she's always been secretive that way, even in a relationship. When we're in a relationship together, always secretive. And that should have told me something, but when you are going through or being, psychologically manipulated, right? When you're in this curse of persuasion, putting a curse of persuasion program to confuse you, to intimidate you, to manipulate you, and then you're being hit with radio microwave frequency based off the fact that you've been microchipped in order to program, track, and surveil your thoughts and change your thoughts and mind. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of confusion. All right, and so then she came back, and I said to her, I said, okay, you gonna tell me now where you went? She was like, oh, I went to downstate. I was like, really? Hi, you went to downstate? I was like, really? How come you went to downstate? Because it's funny how, what was it, last week? Right? Last week I was at downstate. I'm like, why is all the secret? What's all the secret? But yeah, whatever. So she's like, oh, I'm thinking about going back to school. I was like, really? All right, that's good. That's good. And they've been running this team today of independence. I'm just like, they're never really independent, right? Because you look at the word independent, it means to be not dependent on anything, and they're not. You're still dependent on your job, right? You're still dependent on other people to do things for you. You are never really independent, and this is what they don't quite understand. Right? But and again, only black women think like this. The majority, actually not only, but only the vast majority of black women believe this and think like this. Other women say that they may be independent, but they know that, they still are not truly independent because they still need people. If they're married, they still need their husband. They still depend on others. So you're never really truly independent. It's like the self-made billionaire and whatever. You're never really self-made, okay? You depend on other people. You may have started a business, but guess what? Other people help you in your business. They help you make your business successful. So you are never really truly self-made. But again, there's this narrative because to not give other people credit and to take all the credit for yourself, and that's the whole thing. Look at it, they're mad as shit. White guy, he walk in with his mustache, full mustache. I think it's the second time I've seen this dude, and he always looking mad. Right? So as I was leaving, I went to tell her I was leaving, and she's running. I'm like, where are you running? I'm not gonna do anything to you. I mean, it's like, again, this crazy and ridiculous mindset that they've adopted, that they've been conditioned into, right? But they don't see the shit that they do to particularly black men and black women. And I talk about them because I am black. I'm a black man. And I see what's going on, and trying to make them aware and educate them. They don't want to, because as a man, you can't tell them anything. So they're living their delusional mindset in their fantasies, right? Acting as if, you know, no one can say anything to them, no one can hold them accountable, right? It was a video I was watching, and it was a black therapist, and she said that, you know, one of her biggest issue when it comes to black women is the fact that their accountability, their lack of accountability. And she said, whenever I bring up something, whenever they talk about their relationship and the failure within their relationship, and I bring up things that they did in the relationship, she said they never come back. They never come back, right? Because the narrative they are conditioned to push is that it's all the man's fault, particularly the black man's fault, and it's never their fault. So it was interesting to hear a black therapist, female therapist, say it, not a male therapist now. Just like you have these female dating coaches who stop accepting black females as their client because they have totally unrealistic standards and expectations, and then they don't want to compromise of any sort with their mate or with a person who may be a good fit for them, right? And so, again, like I said, black women have been conditioned with this high expectation that no other group of women has. And that's part of the reason why the vast majority of them are single. Okay? Yeah. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.